Hello, my name is Asia. Um, I was born and raised in Los Angeles, California. I have moved to Ohio, though. I've lived here for 6 years. I live in Columbus. I feel like Columbus is kind of a spread out metropolitan area. It's not a huge city like Los Angeles. I always say it's small. People think that's funny. I think there's just a little under a million people. But it's really spread out. It's not as compacted as LA. So it is kind of like a big city, I guess, but it just feels a little smaller because not everyone's on top of each other. So I would technically live in southwestern Columbus. I feel like my community is very progressive. They have different things for the community, like community outreach programs. They have pantries, fresh food, Meals on Wheels, just a lot of different things to be very inclusive to everyone that's in this community, which I love. In our housing development, everyone knows each other, everyone knows their neighbors, everyone's really friendly. Um, we see wildlife all the time. It's just a really like small, little, beautiful community that I really do cherish. Um, why am I interested in social work? Well, I currently work in child welfare and I've worked there for 3 years now. And that's my first experience of social work. And so in child welfare, you kind of like wearing all the different hats. So that kind of led me to want to be more of the clinical side of social work because I do work with a lot of different providers. And I want to be on, I guess, that side of social work more because I really do have a passion for youth. And there's only so much that I can do for youth in the child welfare aspect of health. And I really do want to be on more of a macro level. And I know like child welfare is a macro level agency, but I do want to be more, I feel like, beneficial because I always say that it takes one adult to change the trajectory of a youth, right? Um, and I firmly believe that. And so I do want to be like that person that can help youth and families kind of come together, heal different traumas, and be more triumph in the long run. Um, my agency always says like we are strengthening families, and that is something that I do want to like carry over into more of like the clinical side because I really, really do enjoy working with youth. I love talking with youth. I love talking to their families, and I love seeing them come together. Um, Macro social work I'd be interested in is definitely the clinical side because I love love talking to youth. I love working with families, and I just really want to be on that side of social work rather than the investigative side, because that can be very draining sometimes. One thing that I'm super excited to learn about in this course is just everything. I love the program so far, so I'm just super excited to deepen my knowledge on all things social work. And as far as my field practicum, field placement, I am still at my child welfare agency, but I'm in a different department, which is really nice, called the volunteers department. And in that department, I really do get to see how Franklin County Children's Services gives back to the community, how they um, gather the community, all the different things that they throw, all the different things that they offer, which I had no idea about working there for 3 years. So it's been really refreshing to see people relying on the agency in a positive standpoint of mentorship and it was just really nice to see. So that's going really well, and it just my field placement definitely set in place for me how much I do want to be on the more of the clinical side of social work, and hopefully one day very soon get my LCSW. So super looking forward to talking to everyone and reading everyone's posts and comments. Thank you.